Is it possible to actually grow your wrists?
I would say yes and no. Many people often mix up forearms and wrist. So this right here, I say is your wrist, and this is your forearm. But the reason why I say yes and no is because your forearm goes from here all the way down to here, but your forearm just mostly prominent over here. So if you train your wrist, aka forearms, then it will also go over there and it could expand your wrist. But if you're only looking at bones, ligaments and tendons in the wrist, then I would say no, as it is literally impossible to change and alter the skeletal system. But this doesn't mean you can strengthen your wrists. Most people mix up strengthen and grow. Strengthen is not the same thing. We're not growing our wrists, we're not expanding it, we are strengthening it. And ways you can strengthen forearms and your wrists at the same time is 1, forearm curls, and 2, you could try these cool forearm grippers. Actually, this does feel kind of familiar. If you know, you know. These are some exercises that train wrist and forearm at the same time, and there are a couple more, but not all exercises that train forearm also train wrist, as you need to make sure there's stress and force on your wrist that force the bone to just build up and be more dense. And again, we're not growing our wrist, we're strengthening it. Hopefully you found this advice helpful. We're nearly at 100 followers, we've grown so much. I'm grinding every day until 1k. I'm never gonna stop. In a bit.